Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Monika Sinaga. My number academic is 220103002 and 1. So right now I'm want to present my examination task discourse analysis. So the first one we're gonna learn about definition of discourse analysis. So this presentation explore at least five academic definitions of discourse analysis, followed by a clear list of main features derived from them. The goal is to build a solid, easy to follow understanding of DA and its significance in language studies. Discourse analysis is the study of how language is used in real life context, going beyond individual word or sentence to uncover social and cultural meanings. It's not just about what is said, but how and why, revealing power, identity, and social dynamic. Easy to grasp. Think of analysis a political speech to see how it's influenced. So the second, discourse analysis is a research method used to study language and communication and its social context. That means the A examine not just word, but how language shape and it's shaped by sociality, like it ends, news, or everyday talk. Discourse analysis is a qualitative research method for study language in context. It goes beyond grammar to explore real interaction tone, timing, and intent. Easy example reading a static text message and understanding the emotions behind it. A method of analysis, the structure of text or utterance longer than one sentence, taking into account both linguistic content and social linguistic context. Focus on longer unit or paragraph conversation and how part context. Connect simple analogy like reading a full email train to understand the real message, not just one line. Okay, we next the discourse analysis is an interdisciplinary field of inquiry and become an increasingly popular research strategy used across field health, education, society to explore complex social issues through language. It is easy example analysis Dr. Patients talk to improve care. So the next is discourse analysis is employed to explore the way at which people create, convey, share, acquire, and or misunderstanding the means of moment event. Discourse analysis also is about studying language in context to uncover meaning, power, and social dynamic. So the main feature of discourse analysis, the first one is context dependent. Language is analyzed within its social and culture setting. The second, beyond setting level, examines extended text or conversation. The means contraction, how meaning are created, shared, or misunderstood. The four interdisciplinary application used in linguistics, sociology, health, and etc. So the last is power and social dynamic to uncover inequalities and influence through language. So the conclusion about definition of the discourse analysis, from this definition, discourse analysis emerged as a powerful tools to understand language role in society. The key f- the key feature context, intended unit, meaning, interdisciplinary, and power work together from for deep analysis. Easy takeaway. DA is like a lens to see the hidden layer of communication. So why we need study discourse analysis? Because the A help us unlock how language work in real life, revealing hiding meaning in conversation, text, and media. So uncover meaning, the detailed surface text and speech, help interpret and imply idea, scream or emotions. The simple example, fine. in a text can means agreement to violations. Study how people interest and understand each other. Examine how language reflects and reinforces social power critical for addressing inequality. So research on social problems used to investigate language in police, culture, and institution. Explore how groups use language to build common understanding. So, the qualitative research method, a flexible method to study spoken or written language in context, promote in deeper over surface level analysis. So, additional benefit, enhance critical thinking, empathy, and culture awareness, apply in education, business, and therapy. So study DA equate us to native, complex social work. Key response understanding power result in connected to improve communication is the takeaway. DA is a key to unlocking language through power. So the next is describe and give example of this meaning of discourse analysis and at use for spoken and write language. Discourse analysis meaning, example, and use in spoken and written language. So this presentation to you. So what the descriptive of discourse analysis? The study of language is used focusing on context and social meaning, examining real-time interaction, focus on tone, pause, intermediate. Used to understanding spoken language, misunderstanding applied therapy, conflict resolution, and newspaper bias in event reporting. So the boarding application is a research qualitative tool for social issue, education, teach critical reading, speaking, cross-cultural communication, help to diplomacy or global business. So the conclusion is the A means analyzes language in context for deeper meaning. Example show its valuability across spoken and write from personal talk to social critique, a universal tools for better communication. So a discourse analysis carries much more than its form. It also carries its own particular fashion. The difference between linguistic form and function with example from spoken and write language sentence and utterance. So the A goes beyond from structure to function, purpose in context. Some word different roles say easy, yes, can agree, hesitate, or be searches. The connective first, define from. Difference from the from grammatical structure and the function is a role in communication translation. So the example spoken from and function. The example spoken, how are you? The form interrogative sentence, right? So the function is to interactions, politeness, not seeking real info. In conversation, both social bond easy, answer good, even it's not true. The next is take us with increase. The form is declarative sentence. So the function is transitional, and from or persuasive. In applies to influence public connection. So the sentence abstract complete grammatical unit that terms real spoken and statement be in complex. Idea utterance real word easy sentence is textbook utterance is casual talks. The example sentence the cat sat on a mat. The verb is complete grammatical. The function to describe a scene. So the written allow permission is a clear image in children books. So the next example is cat mat. The form is fragmented function to point out location in conversation to understood via pause context like pointing while taking. So the next example interrogated it's hot in here. The function is to request, not later complain. Write the sentence same, likely literally complex change function. So the implication in DI from alone misses instant function revolve for purpose applied to both mode for fun analysis, easy to better emails, clearly taught. So the conclusion form is structure and function is purpose in context. Example clarify difference in sentence, utterance, and spoken written. The A interrogate both for the deeper insight. So the last is the role of context in interpretation. Comparing pragmatic discourse context and feel of situation both step by step for clarity. Context is key to interpreting means beyond word. Include pragmatic study of context influence meaning, shape imperator, easy. Can you pass the silk? Is that to request to ability question? So surrendering language to aids interpretation. Include period, sentence, and conversation flow. Revolves ambiguity. So we go out. It's raining. Means no. She say is no. But see context like through the response. So the next is feel terror mode situation determine appropriate language is formal versus casual talks. So the context constraint and arise understanding, social clue, discourse, textual flow, like completing a puzzle with context. Chillings without context is misunderstood. Scarm loose in talks. The context limit expression and understanding, influence infrastructure and preservation is the essential for language mode. So the conclusion from all my explanation, context shape pragmatic discourse and situational meaning. Examples show its necessity for accurate interpretation. So the core of effective communication and discourse analysis. So I think that's all my explanation about discourse analysis. For my mistaken, I apologize. So thank you for hearing my video, my explanation.